What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Matthew Shack live in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. I don't know what happened on the earlier feed, man. Something was going on with my phone, so I had to reset my phone. But I'm back. UConn just won the title over San Diego State, and that was a game, man, that pretty much ended in that first half. And when you're not hitting shots, man, you're not hitting shots. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I'd come in see if anybody wants to, chop it up about the game. If anybody has any questions about anything else, man, I'm just gonna come in and just hang out for a little bit, man. But what's going on, TD? Yeah, that game, man, was I wanted San Diego. I was rooting for San Diego, man, because I kind of wanted to see the underdogs kind of do something, but it didn't happen, bro. It didn't go down because UConn, like I said, I just knew that they were going to tighten up, dog. They were going to tighten shit up, and that's exactly what they did defensively, man. Those guys couldn't hit the side of a barn, man. Man, San Diego State couldn't hit the side of a barn, bro. And but shit, man, salute to UConn, man. I'm a North Carolina Tar Heels fan, so at the end of the day, dog, it wasn't no big deal for me. But I thought San Diego was gonna handle their business, man, because I was like, man, Tony Gwynn, man, great baseball player. He's also was on the basketball team. A lot of people don't know Tony Gwynn could have went to the pros in basketball. He's still the assist leader. Rest in peace to Tony Gwynn. So I was kind of hoping that would happen. Plus, I got a lot of homies that went to San Diego State, bro. San Diego State is like the number one party school in California. San Diego State, bro. Like they be partying down there, bro. The Aztecs, they be getting it in. You want to go to school and not go to school? Shit, go there, bro. Okay. But yeah, man, basketball is a talking point on this channel that a lot of people don't know how to talk no hoop, man. Like the football, everybody going to come in and talk football and shit. When we start talking about some basketball, we start flipping subjects. It's gonna show who could talk and who can't. Like y'all that's on here, you know what the subject matter is, and it's hoop. And I'm trying to, I want to build it where we have, our football game is strong as hell. Our football game is strong than a motherfucker. Okay, we talk some serious football, but we gotta have other skill sets too, dog. Like this basketball shit, we gotta be able to talk basketball, baseball, boxing, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to talk about all that shit. We need to be talking about how what y'all need to do, to stay out of trouble with these females. We need to talk about a whole bunch of shit. Diversify our content. So those of you guys that are on here, I don't know how many's gonna come in, but I appreciate you guys being here because we got to get some other people that can come in here and that can flip the script. This is a barbershop setting. You know what I'm saying? Matthew Shack Unfiltered is barbershop talk. And when you in the barbershop and you getting a cut, subjects will bounce around. Okay? If you in a real good shop, that motherfuckers, you got the OGs in there, the young cats, the cats that are trendy cutting the haircuts, and you get a lot of conversation in them kind of things, bro. So that's what I want. I want us to be diversified. I want us to be able to I put a subject up, we in here, we can pop, pop, pop. But I just know a lot of people, they one trick ponies, bro. We're not one trick ponies over here, man. So we'll talk about this or whatever else y'all want to chop it up about until it starts looking like it's time to go, bro. Um, so, and let me start reading you guys' questions, man. But damn, dog, I wanted San Diego to win, dog, because I thought it would have been cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tony Dale, what's up, man? Booty bang. Yeah, some of my homies are having baby mama problems. What's your advice? It's like this, Booty Bang. Okay, let me ask you a specific question, but I'll start talking to you answer that question. What exactly baby mama drama are they having? Because there's just so many categories. Are they already is the babies out? Are they how old are they? Are they toddlers? Are they adolescents? Are they high school? Are they middle school? Are they grade school? Um, you know, it's a lot of dynamics. Do they live with their baby mamas? So I'm just gonna give basic advice, bro. When it comes to the baby mama situation, man, you're looking at somebody who avoided that shit. Okay, I avoided that shit, bro, because I saw all my homies, every one of my homies was going through that shit, bro. No matter what they did, man. No, I mean, some of them niggas was foul, booty bang. Some of them was doing foul shit. You know, some cats that I know have done some shit, running through families, knocking up sisters and shit. Like I know some grimy niggas, okay? But some of these cats were fucking. They were doing everything right, bro, and they were going through the same shit. I saw motherfuckers doing dirt going through the same shit. I saw motherfuckers doing right going through the same shit. I saw motherfuckers paying for everything and trying to take care of families, like not just their kids, but the girls' kids too. The kids from other motherfuckers, they was doing that. They was playing daddy to other niggas' kids and their kids. And here's the advice, bro. If you got a baby mama, bro, and you have drama with her, and your boy got drama with her, and your other boy got drama with his, niggas need to start forming Voltron and start figuring this shit out. But the problem is, we don't want to discuss our issues. We want to act like our shit is cool. Okay? We want to act like, oh man, my baby mama, I hear all the time, man, shit, my baby mama tripping, dog. Oh man, my baby mama don't do all of that, man. Shit, man, my baby mama's cool. Then you find out this motherfucker got arrested because his baby mama said he wasn't paying child support. It's like, hey man, I thought Marcus was talking all that shit that his baby mama situation's cool. That nigga locked himself up. Well, shit, my baby mama didn't lock me up. All she did was break my windows, nigga. She didn't lock my shit up. Other was like, oh man, shit, man, you know, yeah, man, I haven't even seen my kids, dog, because my baby mama won't let me see my kids until I come through with some money. Here's what you got to do, bro. You have to learn how to outthink your baby mama, bro. It sounds fucked up, but you really do. Because you got to understand her power is the kids. Okay? Her power is the kid or the kids. That's her power. Okay? If she's your baby mama, that means you're not married to her. That's key. Okay? She don't have no ring. You don't have no obligation to do anything by her. You have to do what's right for them kids. Okay? So you have to fucking do shit before she does shit. You don't wait for the baby mama to motherfucking start hemming your ass up. You already assume that she's gonna do it. But guess what? Every nigga I knew, booty bang, every nigga I knew swore on their life their baby mama wouldn't do exactly what the fuck the other baby mamas did. My baby mama ain't put me on no child support, man. My baby mama cool. Yeah, your baby mama cool right now, dog, because you ain't got no new bitch. You ain't got no new situation. She's still looking at you as a potential. Y'all getting back together. You haven't done anything to make her fucking make that move. Okay? 2 years from now, you start trying to make a move, or you ain't trying to be with her no more, or you got caught with another female, or she decided she wasn't waiting for you no more, and then you got motherfuckers around your kids. If you got baby mama drama, dog, you got to do the hard shit. The hard shit is you need to go to the court and fucking put yourself on child support. That's what niggas don't want to do. Motherfuckers don't want to do that, dog. Oh man, fuck all that, fuck all that. Because guess what, dog? She's just waiting for you to come up on a lick. If you a real one and you a hustler and you somebody that's out there trying to get it and you're trying to climb up, she's gonna motherfucking eventually put your ass on child support, bro. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, dog. If she sees you fucking elevating and you're elevating, you riding around in Hellcats with bitches that look better than her, and you're not motherfucking with her, regardless if you take care of the kids and you giving them money and all that, your motherfucking ass have to go and put yourself on child support, bro. You got to go through the system, because if you don't, she's gonna rape your motherfucking ass. Every one of my boys got raped because they swore in their life that they had it like that. My baby mama, they still going over there hitting it, whatever. My advice is two things. Number one, you have to outthink her. You have to fucking give her what she needs to have so you can do what you need to do. If that means you still gotta fucking act like go over there and do all that shit and fucking do, and be with her and do for you to be around your kids, that's your fault. You didn't handle your business. You got to do that. Okay? But while you're doing that, you need to be getting your shit together, bro. You need to be filing. You need to fucking, hey, I'm here. My name is dumbass motherfucker. I got this crazy broad pregnant. Hey, I need to put myself on child support. The court's not going to fucking hook, is going to hem you up. The court's going to be giving you some affordable shit. They're going to be like, okay, your kid, how old's your kid? Okay, $300 a month, $400 a month. Now, you know you're going to pay more than that. Because niggas be like, oh man, shit, I pay more than that. But the key is you got paperwork saying that you're paying child support. Okay? If you want to give your baby mama more, it's like, okay, shit, my child support for my daughter is only 600 a month. I'm gonna give her 1,000 a month. I mean, I'm going, I wouldn't give her the money. I would just buy shit. Okay? It's another thing niggas don't do. You do that, and when the kid's with you, you buy shit for your kid. You don't hand no money to her. Say, hey, here's an extra 300. Here's an extra this and that. Because guess what she's gonna do? She's gonna spend it on herself. Okay? She's gonna feel, I deserve these new nails and this new hair. You gotta put yourself on child support, dog. The niggas that I know that did that shit, when they came up, it was easier to fucking deal with it. When it's time to see the kids and she wants to act like she ain't giving the kids to you and you're not getting them this weekend and all that stupid shit, you just say, okay, all right, bro, I'm gonna go right down to the court on Monday. I got my paperwork. I got my visitation. It's my weekend. You acting like I ain't that, like I ain't got no power and shit. Like you could just run off with the kids and do whatever. I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna report your motherfucking ass because I'm paying child support. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And now you won't let me see my daughter. So guess what? Hey, judge, I went over there to go pick up my daughter. I was not able to get my daughter. Oh, really? Okay, well, why don't you go over to court to go over this time? We're going to bring the sheriffs over there to with you. So the best advice, man, and you know your boys ain't going to do it. They're not going to do it, bro. But when they don't do it, don't feel sorry for them. You have to do two things once again. Number one, you have to outstink her, meaning that you have to do what she wants you to do because you're not in any control to do shit. You ain't in no control. You got to do what you got to do to see your kids. In the meantime, you better be going down there filing that paperwork. Because if you don't, she's going to file it on you. And when she files it on you, she's going to garnish your check. She's going to take all your shit, bro. Okay? And that's what it is, dog. That's what it is, man. That's the best advice I can give a motherfucker. But they ain't going to listen. Okay? Tony Dell says, a Miami fan, you thought San Diego would handle business. I did too. Dominique, what's going on? Say, I'm a USC fan as well, Shaq. You already know, dog. You already know, dog. Them goats, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Okay? Turbo Duran, what's going on, Turb? UConn didn't do so much. San Diego, no match. Yeah, San Diego couldn't make no shots, bro. You can't make no shots. You ain't gonna do shit. Eddie Willis. So almost playing time. Next Clippers Lakers game should be very interesting. Hey, dog. Russell Westbrook is playing like a man possessed right now, bro. Russell Westbrook is playing like fuck everybody. All you motherfuckers was talking shit. I'm gonna show you what it is. Russell Westbrook is a problem. He's playing like the old Russell Westbrook right now, dog. He's balling. But we're going to find out, man. Lakers better be ready. Anthony Davis, man, he's playing his ass off, man. He's just an injury away from fucking everything up, though. He's had 38 points in a row. He had 3 games of 38 points the last 3 games. He had 38 last yesterday. He had 38 the game before that and 38 the game before that. He's balling, bro. So I'm looking forward to that, man. But shit, man, when Golden State lost and the Lakers won and other teams lost and shit, yeah, it's tight. That 6th seed, it matters now. Golden State tied with the Clippers, and the Clippers are 1 game away from the Lakers, bro. So hey, man, we're gonna see how it goes, but that's gonna be a bomb ass game tomorrow. James Walker, what's going on? Tony Dale. So with the whole thing of Angel Reese, I was calling her Amber Reese. I don't know why the fuck I was thinking of Amber Heard. I shouldn't have. I don't know why I was saying that, but I made a video on that shit. Check that shit out. Doing the whole, you can't see me in ESPN saying the hand gesture to Caitlin Clark. Do you believe it was disrespectful? Where do you stand on it? I made a video on it, TD, but since you Tony Dale, I'm gonna answer it. The video I made was pretty fiery, bro. I was yelling about it. Here's what I gotta say about it, dog. I think it's very disrespectful. All the people who are saying what they're saying about Angel Reese being disrespectful to Caitlin Clark. I think that's disrespectful to female athletes. If I was a female athlete, I'd be offended. I think all the female athletes should be offended by this whole narrative that um, Angel, by doing all of this and doing in her face taunting or whatnot, was disrespectful, because that would show a double standard. Okay, a double standard in regards to an athlete and being competitive. You're playing a competitive basketball game for the biggest game in these girls' lives, man. Just like the guys did tonight. The NCAA women's basketball title, bro. Something that they're going to go down in history of winning. Something that they're going to go down and remember the rest of their lives. They're going to tell their kids. They're going to tell their grandkids. They're going to be in the annals of basketball the rest of history. You're trying to say that that Caitlin Clark was being victimized by another player that she lost the game to, bro. They're playing a competitive sport. This isn't somebody outside walking up on a stranger. You're playing competitive sports. I'm trying to beat you. You're trying to beat me, bro. And guess what? Caitlin Clark attached the John Cena move to her game. She attached that to her game, bro. Just like Steph Curry does the night night, just like James Harden used to do the cookie. When you attach a gesture to your game, okay, then it's free pickings for me to use that same gesture on you. It's synonymous with your game. She made this synonymous with her game. Caitlin Clark is a bad girl. She is the best basketball player in women's college basketball. Okay, but you don't get to tell somebody else how to celebrate when you are using your gesture against us and former opponents. She attached that to her game. She didn't win. And Angel, like anybody else that's a competitor, rubbed it in her face like she was supposed to, dog. If that was my daughter, I would have been cool with it. Because guess what? If Caitlyn would have won and she would have did it, everybody would have been jumping up and down. But guess what? They didn't like it because they don't like Angel. They like Caitlyn. That's who they like. You can't help who you like. You like the people identify, those people who like her identify with her. They identify with her for whatever reason. You could say because she's a certain race. You could say and Angel's a certain race. You could say because they were Iowa. Look at where it is. Iowa's in the center of the Midwest. I mean, in the middle of the country. Look at the demographic. People identify with who they identify with, bro. Okay. Angel, she from Baltimore, bro. My wife's from Baltimore. She went to LSU. That's down there in the South. Like, I identify with her, but I like Caitlyn. But look, you don't attach something to your game, bro. Just like Justin Jefferson attached the gritty dance to his game, and when he got blasted against the Packers, that dude was doing the gritty. It is what it is, bro. So at the end of the day, man, that's disrespectful to the women that play college sports, because you're acting like they're too soft to deal with it, bro. In her defense, Caitlin Clark basically acted like she didn't know what happened. I don't know what that was about, and hey, but whatever. I'm just like, come on, girl. Damn well if you would have won, you would have definitely did the night. You would have did this. You would have did this, and it didn't work out for you this time. Okay. So that's what I feel about it. I just think that when you're being competitive, you don't get to compete and then get to when you lose. When you compete and you lose, you don't have no say so on how the winners win. The winners win however they win, bro. You don't have no talk, bro. As we used to say, you have no talk. Okay, win and you have all the talk. If she would have won, she wouldn't have had to deal with it. You lost, so you got to deal with it, bro. However somebody chooses to celebrate is how they choose to celebrate. So that's how I feel about it. The winner gets to talk shit. The loser has to hear shit. That's it. Okay. Brian, what's going on, big dog? Booty Bang said, who do you think is going to NBA Finals? Shit, dog. It's hard to say right now, bro. It's a dog fight and everything. Right now, it looks like the Bucks. The Bucks, man, they beat the shit out of Sixers. In the East. So I think the Bucks, if they keep playing the way they playing, I don't see nobody beating them. And then in the West, man, it's a toss up. I mean, people would say the Nuggets, but Shit, we're gonna see what Jokic does when he gets back, but shit, man, they barely held on to Golden State. If Wiggins comes back, who knows? So I think the West is more up in the air than the East. I think the East, the Bucks got it, but the West, it could be a few different teams, bro. Okay, it could be a few different teams. Okay, Christy Herb, what's going on, Christy? Hey, Christy, I don't know if you watch, I don't know if you was watching that game yesterday, but you heard about your girl Angel Reese trying to drag her because they said that she ghetto and she this and that. Hey man, I don't give a damn, dog. End of the day, she's walking around a champion. Is what it is. Like, hey, you don't get to tell somebody how to celebrate, dog. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I know, Christy. We know niggas when they celebrate a check with a bag of weed and a big ass thing of Hennessy and shit. I don't celebrate like that, but I know niggas that do that shit. I came up on I got my damn tax return check. I'm about to go down. I'm about to go down to the district, Christie, on Crenshaw. I'm about to order me a couple of orders of motherfucking that damn salmon and shit. I'm gonna go to the liquor store. Shit, I'm gonna go to the weed man because I ain't going to no dispensary because I ain't got no weed card and shit. And then I'm a motherfucker and get my drink on, and I'm gonna call that girl and shit that I told her I was gonna call her when I got some money. She said don't call me nigga till you get some money, and I'm gonna call her funky ass up and she's gonna come over to the house, man, and whatever happens from there. Shit, and that's what it is. God. Tubber Durant said I'm watching the Dodger game. What channel's that on, big dog? I'm trying to flip through here, man. I don't see it. Okay. Let me know what channel that's on, dog. Carl says, talk some more on John Cena. Hey, dog. Hey, man. It looked good, dog. It's like, man, when you see, man, I hate to say it, man, but when you see, when people see a person who doesn't look the way they act, listen to what I'm saying. When you see somebody who you look at, and then when they don't look how they act, she doesn't look how she acts on the court. Off the court, she talks the way you would think that somebody who looks like her would talk. She looks like somebody who's not somebody that's surprising me. On the court, she don't play how she looks. Okay? I've seen that before. There was a guy that I was growing up. Christy knows this person, and I know this person because they're from our era. And a lot of you younger cats don't understand, because it doesn't make sense to you, how bad this motherfucker was and how much trouble he caused for our teams. And his name was Larry Joe Bird, bro. Motherfuckers, you guys do not understand. Okay? Oh, Larry Bird, man. You guys don't understand, man. That dude, Larry Bird, looked like he couldn't do anything. He looked like a hick. That's why his nickname was the Hick from French Lick. Okay? He didn't look like he could do anything, bro. Wasn't fast, couldn't jump, couldn't motherfucking dunk, couldn't do none of that shit. But he would fuck your motherfucking ass up. He was the best player in the NBA for several years, and he was fucking up the Lakers, and he was fucking up my Sixers, and he was fucking everybody up, bro. That's what it's about. And Larry Bird talked cash shit. He talked shit like a black guy. He talked shit to everybody. Hey, man, I'm going to go over here, go to the bench. Hey, man, when I get the ball, I'm going to go over here to this. I'm going to get the ball. I'm going to take 2 dribbles. I'm going to come over there. I'm going to pump fake, and I'm going to shoot shit right in your face. You ain't doing that shit. Bird, over there. Bow. Talk shit. Okay? Larry Bird was fucking one of the greatest trash talkers, and he was white, bro. Anybody from that era tell you, man, Larry Bird was a nasty motherfucker, bro. Could pass, fucking shoot, fucking dribble, fucking shoot threes. His game, dog, rebound. He and talk shit to you the whole game, bro. Okay? Caitlin Clark is that kind of player. Caitlin Clark, get on that court. I saw her, I guess it was against Louisville. She didn't even defend the motherfucker. The girl was out there. And she was like, she did this. She goes, I'm not even come out there. You ain't gonna make nothing. I'm not even worried about you. That girl fucking bricked that shit. Girl was guarding her. She was like, psh, I already got 15 on you. You can't stop me. Bow. I'm like, hey man, that's like, that might be Larry Bird's love child and shit. Okay? Because she talks shit just like Larry Bird and she backs it up just like Larry Bird. Okay? People from certain walks of life like to see that because it's something that they don't see every day. You don't see an Eminem walking into a rap cipher just bodying everybody and he don't look like nobody there. See my point? Certain people, them motherfuckers, dog, don't get it fucked up. They might look a certain way, but they're gonna body you, bro. She bodies hoes out there, bro. She ain't playing. But you still have to fucking win. If you're gonna talk all that shit, you gotta back it up. The more you talk shit, the more you gotta back it up, bro. You can't motherfucking talk shit, get to the biggest game, and then not get it done. We understand she scored 30. She scored 30, but she needed to score 50, bro. She needed to score 50 to win. Fuck scoring 30. 30 didn't get it done. Okay? And you think everybody's going to forget that you did all of this, that you talked all that shit, that you popped your gums, that you said, oh, nobody's going to forget that shit, dog. Okay? But we're not going to say nothing because it's going to make us look bad. I'm not going to say nothing about it. Hey, dog, hey, it ain't my job. But LSU said, we're going to make sure you score all day. We're going to shut down all your little homegirls. And then at the end of the game, we're going to rub it in your face. Nothing wrong with that, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is, dog. Okay? From where I'm from where people like Christy from, Turbo Duran, a lot of us other people, Tony Dale, that are from the urban parts of cities, where we're from urban areas, we got names for that. We call it motherfucking swag. We call it stunting. We call it motherfucking profiling. We call it high sighting. We got all kinds of names for that kind of behavior. Get back. We got all kinds of names for it, bruh. Okay? Payback. That's our culture. Our culture is that. So it's a cultural disconnect for all the people that don't understand what she was doing, bro. It's like you don't understand, bro. Okay? It's just like we put our macaroni cheese in the oven and you guys stir that shit up on the fucking stove. It ain't the same, bro. It ain't the same. Okay? You guys don't put a lot. Y'all might salt and pepper on your chicken. Shit, Christy, you already know. We putting salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. We seasoning our shit way more than you. Okay? Because that's our culture. So that's what I got to say about it, dog. I don't see nothing wrong with the shit. But at the end of the day, man, hey, man, the winner gets to talk shit and the loser has to listen to shit. That's what it is, dog. You don't have to like it, man. Motherfuckers want to cry and participation trophy people and shit. You know, it's like, hey, man, the world is competitive, dog. Okay? Somebody's going to win the damn lotto and somebody ain't. Somebody's going to win Powerball and somebody ain't. That's what it is, dog. Can't be mad. Trouble Duran, if Josh McDaniels wants to keep his job, he better get Richardson. I can't worry about that dude, man. That guy, man, Josh McDaniels, dog. I think Josh McDaniels has already finagled his way into a couple of years, bro. He's already Chiefs changing, moving the goalposts back. First it was, hey man, we're gonna try to win with the guys we got, and then it's like, hey man, we're not in a rebuild, and now I need 3 years. Man, I can't even handle that dude, bro. Booty Bang, one friend cheated on his wife 5 times with 5 different women. I know that guy. I don't know him, but I know him. One friend has 8 kids by 6 different women. One friend has to pay child support to 10 different kids by 10 different women. Okay. As crazy as that sounds, that's not the craziest shit that I know. Let's go one by one. The one friend cheated on his wife 5 times with 5 different women. He's done. He's done, bro. Unless, how many kids does he have with his wife? Okay. The first guy I know, I know this guy. Okay. I don't, like I said, I don't know the guy you know, but I know somebody in that scenario. Okay. His saving grace was that he had kids with his wife. In that situation, if your boy has friends with his wife or kids with his baby mama, he just has to do more for his kids with his baby mama to get himself back in. In other words, he has to decide, okay? And guess what? That's what the guy I knew did. The guy was like, hey, man, I don't have the means to get out here and take care of myself. So I'm going to go back to my baby mama and do enough to stay at the house. Do enough, pay, go to work, pay the rent, be with them. And them other broads, I just have to, if I got kids with them, I'm not going to do as much for them. Okay? He's going to have to choose. I know motherfuckers that chose kids from certain girls more than kids from other people. I know motherfuckers don't even talk to the other baby mamas or whatever because they with the baby mama that could do for them. So they act like those other baby mamas don't exist, and those baby mamas are filing child support, and this nigga's going to jail for not taking his license and doing all that shit. So the first dude, unless he has the means to be on his own, he needs to go back to his wife, bro. Because it sounds like if he has all that time to fuck with 5 different hoes, then he don't have no money. Okay? He don't have money because if you're making money, you don't have time to have 5 different bitches. So his ass needs to go back to his wife. Okay? He needs to go back to his wife and just do what his wife tells him to do. And if he wants to sneak around, he needs to be fucking trying to find a better way to sneak around. But now girls, they put the GPS on your shit. They do all kinds of shit now. Okay, I had one of my boys find a GPS motherfucking tracking device on his ass. She knew exactly where his ass was on the app. She knew exactly where this motherfucker was all the time. Okay, so the first dude, I'm going through the list. First guy, the other friend, 8 kids by 6 different women. That's I got a boy that has 6 kids by 6 kids by 5 different women. Well, one of my closest homies. Okay, closest homies. How he deals with his situation is uh, he had his shit spread out. In other words, his older kids, he stayed with the younger kids' mama. See, listen to what the fuck I'm saying. The younger kids' mama, he's with that one. The other ones, he's not. Because they're the youngest. So your other boy, he might be benefited to go to the baby mama who has the youngest kids. A lot easier to deal with the situation with the baby mama with the woman that has the kid. See, how do I know all of this? And I ain't got no baby mama, bro. I got a wife and a son that was born in wedlock. I don't have a baby mama, but I'm a master at this shit. Okay. He needs to go and be with the youngest the mother of the youngest kids. Okay. Which typically is a younger female. See, I don't know what I'm talking about. The younger female is gonna have the younger kids because niggas is gonna want to fuck with a younger female. They ain't gonna want to fuck with no old hoe. They ain't fucking with nobody they already got. They gonna go down in age. So you're gonna get a younger one with the younger kids. He needs to go and do that. Okay? He's not gonna be able to solve all his problems with the other ones. But at least he'll have the youngest ones and he can raise those up and make up for what he didn't do with the other kids. Okay. And then the last one, friend has to pay child support for 10 different kids by 10 different women. Nothing he can do, bro. Okay. Unless he wants to do what some cats that I know did. Okay. Allegedly, because I'm not trying to condone no illegal activity and shit. But hey, I'm just telling you what I know. He just does jobs under the table, bro. He just does all cash jobs. He don't do no job with a payroll check. The number 10, he just needs to not have no type of income. He needs to be doing jobs that you can do without having a payroll check. He needs to be working on jobs where he can get paid cash. He needs to be making relationships or finding people, working with his uncle that's doing motherfucking putting in water heaters and shit, and his uncle give him some money or whatever the fuck. He don't need to have no federal checks. He needs to be having a cash business. He needs to be doing something that you get cash to do. Okay? A cash business where people pay you cash and shit. Okay, that's what he needs to be doing because he's never gonna have nothing. If he has 10 baby mamas he has to pay for, he's never gonna have nothing. Okay. Soon as one baby mama looks like at another baby mama and they look like their kids are doing better than theirs, they're gonna fucking go back to court. His ass, he may have to motherfucking figure out how he can get paid without no payroll checks, bro. So they can't come get him if he ain't got nothing on the books. He needs to find him a female, like I said before, stay with the youngest baby mama, fucking have a job where you can just get paid cash. As you got a bunch of things you could do. Handyman, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Your ass is motherfucking hood mechanics. Christy knows hood mechanics, motherfucker. Come over there, man. Hey, I change your spark plugs, motherfucker. I change. Hey, you brake pads, nigga. Hey, man, give me motherfucker $75. I do your brake pads, whatever. Shit like that, dog. These little motherfucking mom and pops, little cookeries and shit. You can get paid painting, handyman, yard work and shit. Okay, because he's never gonna have anything, bro. He's never gonna have nothing, dog. He's gonna be working for the rest of his life. Okay. Uh Guys, I agree, Shaq, with parts of the game. Hey, dog, like I said, man, when you attach gestures to your game, those gestures can be used against you, dog. She don't got no. She's using somebody else's move. She's using somebody else's move. This is John Cena's move, bro. She's taking somebody else. That's not even an original move, bro. That's not even an original thing to take. Like, why didn't she come up with her own shit? She doesn't. If I want to be real about it, she don't have no more right to do this than Angel does. Neither one of them own this. This right here is a trademark move by John Cena. He probably has a trademark on that shit. You're using a move that's readily available to whoever. If you got a right to use that move, so does Angel, bro. You ain't John Cena. John Cena didn't tell Angel to cease and desist not to do this. What makes her be able to do this and she can't do it? It's not even your move. And even if it was your move, it's attached to your game, bro. It's that simple. It's that simple. But like I said, man, the casual fan is ruining sports. I've been told you guys this. The casual fan is ruining sports. They're the ones that are making this shit fucked up. Okay? It's not fun when you got all these participation trophy and casual fans and the cancel culture just want to find a reason to cancel everybody because they don't like something. Like, dude, you didn't even play competitive sports. If you play competitive sports, you wouldn't even have a problem with this shit. Most of these motherfuckers never put on a jersey, even if they're elementary school. They never played on a soccer team. They never played on a softball team. Never played on a damn track team. They never played on any team that you can think of. Badminton, motherfucking cross country. Cross country is a motherfucking sport anybody could play. All you got to do is run. You ain't never even been on a cross country team in middle school. You've never been on a fucking team where you had to come together and form Voltron with a bunch of other people from different walks of life, and you guys got the same goal. Beginning of the season, your goal is to win. The end of the season, your goal is to win a championship. You never even fucking did that. I've been doing that since I was 7 years old. 6 or 7 years old, I was on competitive teams trying to win. So to me, ain't no problem. But a lot of these other motherfuckers, shit. Even if you're on a spelling bee, if you're on glee club, if you're in a cheerleading squad, if you don't have to be. It could be whatever. You're on what's it called, man? When you the spelling bee competitions and shit. You're in the 4-H club. Your motherfucking ass is coming together to build things for the fucking fair and shit. You got contests where you're building shit and gadgets and whatever, man. You're in wood shop, man. When we was in wood shop, we was fucking competing in the wood shop, bro. Like these motherfuckers, man. They don't want they don't want to compete. They want to win, but they don't want to fucking compete against you, dog. They're scared to fucking compete. I can't stand motherfuckers that are scared to fucking compete, bro. You think you better than Shaq, man? Prove it, motherfucker. You think you know more than me? I got people challenging me all the time. Oh, you're not a real Raider fan. You don't know what you're talking. Motherfucker, I know more than you know. Put your knowledge against my knowledge, I'm gonna drag you. And then when I'm right, motherfuckers got the audacity to be mad at me because I'm telling you, eat a dick, you're wrong, and I'm not. Ah, shy, the way you're pumping yourself up. Motherfucker, I was right though. You told me I wasn't right. Fuck, I look like letting you tell me I'm not right, and then I wind up being right, and I sit here and act like I'm not gonna say nothing. No, I'm gonna rub your face in the dog shit. You shit on the floor, I'm gonna put your face in it. That's what it is, dog. They don't want to compete. They're scared to fucking compete. Why? Because competing means you lost to somebody. They would rather just act like, no, I'm above it. I'm too good for that. And you just said, no, you're not too good for that, motherfucker. You just know you're gonna fucking lose fucking with me. That's what it is. You scared. Okay? Put your money where your mouth is. You want to motherfucking really think you Billy Badass? Let's go toe to toe with it. They don't want to do that. Okay? That scares them. Let's just fucking say it's wrong to compete. Everybody is right. Nah. Fuck that. Cocaine said, Angel Reese says they're not going. Fuck all of that. Like, whatever she says is whatever she says and shit. But, like, at the end of the day, if they wind up going to the White House, they go to the White House, dog. She might not go, but who cares? Like, at the end of the day, dog, sometimes you do too much. Okay? She won. She got even. Now she wants to get even with the world. And there's a time when it's time for you to cut the shit off. Okay? Somebody needs to sit her down and say, okay, Angel, your moment is over. Cut it. Stop talking. But if she keeps talking, she got to live with it, bro. Okay? She ain't no minor. These ain't little girls we're talking about. All these girls are over 18. They're all legal. They're all legal adults. They might be 20, they might be 19, they might be 21, they might be 18, but there is no 17-year-olds on that team. All those girls are all 18 and over. They're adults. Some adults got to learn the hard way, dog. Somebody need to tell her, okay, Angel, cut it. Stop now. Let it go. William Booz said trash talking is part of the game. Now they don't understand that, Booz, because they don't understand that that's part of the game because they didn't play the game. Like I said, man, the casual fan and in football, the Madden has fucked these motherfuckers up into thinking that that's football. Just because you run 4 verticals on Madden don't mean that you know football, bro. Okay? And that's what it is. They want you to stop thinking you're going to beat them competitively, bro. They're gonna fucking beat you by they're gonna beat you by shaming. They're going to blame you, beat you by canceling you. We're going to show you. We're going to stop you. This isn't good for the kids. Man, everything you do on this planet is survival of the fittest, bro. Like, you can't fucking change the nature of the planet because you don't like shit. Like, I'm not my son. My wife already knows. I mentioned it to her again today, and she was like, "You gonna bring this up again?" I already know. So my son is not going to be allowed to do anything that has a participation trophy in it. If there's not a chance of him losing and getting nothing, he can't do it, bro. It ain't going to be no everybody gets a trophy. Fuck that. I'm going to go, whatever he wants to do. I don't care what he wants to do. Whatever league or sport or activity or contest or, whatever the fuck. I'm going to be like, do you guys give participation trophies here? What happens if he doesn't succeed? I want him to walk away with nothing. He don't put in the work and he doesn't win. He needs to fucking know how it feels to lose. He needs to know how that feels. Okay? And that's what it is, bro. Because when I played sports, man, I remember I remember we had the state championship when I was in Little League football. We had a state championship, dog. Me and my boys still talk about this, man. We was these little kids, man. We lost the state championship, man, in football. How old? I think we were like 9. We lost the state championship. In the state championship we lost 6-6. Think about that. The score was tied and we lost. Okay? Because we were so small, our level of peewees was small. We were the smaller teams. And during those times, you had the football field. You had to play. Everybody played on the same football field. The high school would let you play and everybody would play. So with our game was going to go into overtime, and it was going to interfere with the timings of the bigger kids. And we were playing a state championship. Long story short, they gave us a choice. They were going to make us co-champions. They said, we're going to make you guys co-champions. And our coach came over to us and said, do you guys want to be co-champions? And the team that we were going to be co-champions against, somebody looking for y'all. Somebody, those police, they're looking for y'all shit. They ain't looking for me because they drove past. Anyway, back to what I was saying. My coach came to us and said, hey, they said we're going to be the co-champions with the team we couldn't stand. We hated them. Okay. We had gotten to a fight earlier in the year with them because they were calling us niggers. Because they was a white team. They was calling us niggers. They was calling us all kinds of racial names and shit. We got in a big ass fight on the field. You know, I was there throwing helmets around. I was fucking niggas up. I was fucking those motherfuckers up, dog. My dad had to come get me off the field. He had to grab me. I was fucking everybody up. But anyway, we hated them. They hated us. We didn't want to be co-champions with them. They didn't want to be co-champions with us. So the people who were there, they said, look, we're going to give you guys 4 plays. Because they ain't going to give you no overtime. If you guys want to do this, we'll give you guys 4 plays. Whoever gets more yards in those 4 plays will be the champion. Think about that shit, dog. We done worked hard. We done had double days. We done did everything all the bigger guys did. We did all of that. But they said, we don't have time to let you guys play this out. So since you guys aren't going to fucking do the co-championship, you guys get 4 offensive plays. They get four offensive plays. Whoever wins with the yardage gets the state championship. We're 9 years old, dog. Yeah. I'm like, fuck them, coach. I said it just like that because I was out there cussing, acting a fool. I said, fuck them, coach. We're going to play. We're going to beat them, play and get the yardage. Okay? Man, we flipped the coin. Shit. We got the ball first, bro. We got a certain amount of yards, man. They got the ball. They beat us by 5 yards, bro. Won the state championship. 6-6. They beat us by 5 yards, man, because one of my boys missed the tackle shit. Okay? He didn't fucking sack that motherfucker, and the guy 5 yards, and they beat us, bro. Now, I'm gonna tell you the rest of this story. 30 years later. True story. 30 years later, bro. I wouldn't say about 30. I'm gonna say how many years? Yeah, I wouldn't say 30. Like 25 years later, maybe 20, something, 22, something. I was coming out of a bar, bro. I was back in the Bay, back where I'm from. I was coming out of a bar. I heard somebody call my name. They said, Shaq. I turned around. It was a guy. I didn't even know who he was. White dude. He's with a bunch of white dudes. I said, what's up? They said, you don't even know who we are, huh? I said, no, I don't know who the fuck y'all motherfuckers are. I wasn't worried that anything was gonna happen because I had my boys with me. But it wasn't like that. They was like, you don't even know us, man. See, I tell you, they were like, I told you he wasn't gonna remember. I was like, who are y'all? They said, Mission City. I said, ooh, motherfucker. They started laughing. They said, man, we've been talking about you for 25 years, bro. Like, we thought you would be in jail. I was notorious. They're like, dude, you look the same, man, but older. I was like, man, I couldn't stand you motherfuckers. Man, we were fucking laughing and all that shit. So what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is when you're competitive like you're supposed to be, you're going to remember them later. I didn't even remember them dudes. Them dudes remember. They hadn't seen me since I was 9. They see me when I'm 28. And they remembered me, bro. So that's what it is, man. Be competitive. Being competitive with these people, they're not us, bro. They want it easy. That's what it is, and they're not going to get it easy. Trevor Durant, Gary Sterling. Chris said, oh, yeah, I watched it. You know what it is, okay? Chris said, stop being so sensitive. You lost. That's what it is, Christy. These days are soft as hell. Okay. Christy said the district. Hey, Christy, I haven't been to the district yet, but I go to Earl's all the time and shit. The problem with the district, Christy, is every time I go by there, it doesn't look like it's open. Maybe because I need to go around the back where the parking lot is. I don't know how to get in there, but every time I walk back, I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody way to get in there, though. Okay. Trouble says, I guess you like baby drinks. You have Spectrum Sportsnet. Yeah, that's why I got something else, guy. Yeah, okay. Uh, Raiders pod Larry was bad as fuck. They don't understand that Raider pod. They don't understand that Larry Bird, man. Like, I hated him, dog. I hated that motherfucker so much, man. Cause he was just fucking just he was just killing everybody, dog. I mean, there was nothing you could fucking do, man. There was nothing you could do to that dude. When he was in his prime, there was nothing he could do, man. Nothing. I'm like, fuck, man. I hate this dude, man. Fucking hate this guy. Said Larry would tell the other coach he needs to get someone else to guard me. It's going to be a long night. Man, one time Larry Bird told this story. Thing about Larry Bird is that Larry Bird, he used to play against all black guys in Indiana because he had a regular job. When he got out of high school, he had a regular job. His dad committed suicide, and he had to take care of his family, and he had a scholarship to go to Indiana and play for Bobby Knight. He went there. He didn't like playing for Bobby Knight, and wound up quitting in the summer and went back and started driving trucks and shit. And he would play pickup basketball against all black guys. That's all he would do. He played against all brothers, period. He didn't play with nobody white at all. He played with all brothers in pickup ball. That's all he did. When he got to the pros, man, he said one time, man, coach put a white dude on him, dog. He looked over at the coach. He goes, "That's disrespectful." They didn't know what he was talking about. He was just torching this dude. He said, "That's disrespectful." They're like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Man, you put a white guy on me. You better get a black guy on me fast. That's disrespectful for you to think a white dude can guard me." That's how bad Larry Bird was. Larry Bird's like, "You better put somebody black on." He was being racist against his own. He's like, "Ain't no white dude guarding me. You're making a mistake. You're making a huge mistake. You better get one of them athletic brothers to come over here. I'm going to torch him too. But this here, you thinking that the white dude's going to stop me? You crazy in the motherfucker, dog." Larry Bird was gangster, bro. Okay. Larry Bird was gangster. God. Trouble Duran putting up all kinds of shit. I don't know what all that is. Christy Hurd says, "Hood life, get it. Hood life." You know what it is, Christy. Shit. Turb says, "I'm just playing that high." Oh yeah, Turb, you high. You on that motherfucking trees and shit. Okay, Christy's rolling. He said, "Dime cartridge, industry peach, indica." Hey dog, you looking at a guy who wouldn't fucking know what the fuck you talking about now. If you talking about some Cuban cigar, you talking about some motherfucking Romeo and Julietas or some Cohibas or some motherfucking, Partagasas and shit. I could talk some cigars, man, but I ain't a weed dude, bro. I never been a weed guy. They never really interest me, bro. You know, I got a lot of weed homies, but interest me. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow Lakers, bro. Lakers need to take care of business, beat the Jazz. Yeah, it's a big game. So I said, "Thank God I don't have no baby mama. I'll be playing my game." Like I said, I haven't found the right one yet. Hey, dog, that baby mama shit was fucking cripple you, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I got so many motherfucking stories about that situation. I had boys, man, who had full ride scholarships to fucking major schools, bro. Football, basketball. I mean, and guess what? Got somebody pregnant, and then they got, their parents and the parents of the girl. You can't go away to school now because you have a kid, and they didn't wind up being nothing, bro. They didn't wind up being nothing. Full rides, man. They had to fucking give it up because they had a kid, bro, with somebody that they ain't even with, didn't even want to be with. Mother like, "Your ass is going to the military and you're doing this and you're doing that." Like, then you had a whole scholarship to go to the Big Ten or ACC and shit. Like, major schools, bro, fucked up because your ass couldn't strap up. Is what it is. They're around too busy working after I come on relax TV and back in the morning. Love money. Hey man, you love money. You better make sure you don't get nobody pregnant. Okay. Lisa Blackman said, "I didn't see it was some big deal with Creighton either." Hey Lisa, like I said, dog, you probably played some kind of sport. You probably know how it feels to suit up. Put on a uniform. represent your school or represent your, whatever. And you know how it feels to compete. And a lot of these people don't know how to compete. They don't know how to compete. All they know how to do is try to stop something. But that's a form of competition. The people who are mad are competing against the people who aren't mad. It's so stupid. They think that they think it's not competition because it's class. They recategorize competition with other words. Classless and taunting and that wasn't the all that type of shit. You're trying to humiliate somebody. You're trying to compete against somebody's actions. See, I'm too wise for this shit. Like I said, if Angel was my daughter, the only thing that I think she's making a mistake in is that she's still talking. She needs to stop talking. Okay. Outside of that, I don't have a problem with it. Okay. But these people are competing against the people who don't agree with them. Because when I said something about it, well, I really don't think we're in competition then, right? Because if you don't respect what I said, okay, you're competing against me. That's what you're doing. You're trying to prove your point over my point. That's competitive. They're not going, oh, sure, you're trying to take it too far. Nah, motherfucker, you don't get the rules of engagement are the rules of engagement. You don't get to fucking do that. Okay? You're competing against me. If I say, I respect what you said, respect what I said. Okay, I see your point, but I think this. Well, I don't see it that way. Now we're in competition. Now I'm going to drag you because that's how I'm built. I'm built on that. That's how I was raised. Okay? So if you're not trying to compete against me, why are you disagreeing? You should have just like, okay, like they say, respectfully disagree. People use that and they don't do it. Well, I respectfully disagree. Okay. Because the reason why, you don't especially respectfully disagree because you're trying to prove your point. What you want me to say is, you're right. You know what? Shit. What the fuck was I thinking, bro? Uh, I'm really thinking that they're competing and it's competition. Man, I'm wrong, dog, man. Angel, man, she's classless. Okay. Keith Olbermann from formerly at ESPN called her a fucking idiot. How do you call a young black young lady a fucking idiot because she did a gesture back that the person did to her? I'm just saying, dog. Shaquille O'Neal came in and clapped on him on Twitter. Told him to shut up and leave her alone. And then he had to, well, it's been explained to me now. I didn't know that she did it too, and Caitlyn did it too. And yeah, once Shaquille O'Neal clapped on your ass came out and said, before you was Billy Badass. But when Shaq clapped on you directly, now all of a sudden it's mea culpas and shit because you can't compete with Shaq. Shaq is a Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame, 4-time NBA champion, Olympic gold medalist, blah, 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 the most dominant basketball player in the history of the game. Told you to shut up and leave her alone. Leave Amber. He said, at Keith Olbermann, shut up, leave Angel Reese alone. And his ass fucking, shit. They were like, Shaq's on you now. Now what? Yeah, I wonder, on second thought, I did some homework and I don't follow. I really don't. He said he doesn't follow basketball. He said he doesn't follow college or pro, and he said that he's been aware that now they're both doing it, so now they're both wrong. I'm like, dude, you didn't keep that same energy, dog. Shaq's on your ass now. Keep that same energy, bro. Okay. Now he didn't want to keep that same energy because that's somebody he knows he can't beat. Okay. The average person, he could beat them because he's on whatever. Okay. I think he used to be on Comedy Central or some shit. Okay. Raider Posse, yep, the younger child, the higher child support. Okay, that's it. Raider Pod just told you. The younger the child, the higher the child support. So what do? You stay with the younger kids so you don't have to break that bread. That's what it is, dog. Tell your boys to get smart. You're out here popping them off, bro. You're popping them off like you want to pay. Better get with them younger ones, bro. Stick with the younger ones. Don't handle the older ones, bro. Okay? And when the older ones come at you, they're going to come at you, dog. Raider said money play. That's what it is. Okay. Easy's Jesus, Big Porch, Connecticut represent. Yeah, yeah, y'all handled it, dog. But damn, that it could have been more entertaining, bro. Like that game was getting boring, dog. Oh, that was getting boring, dog. The way you guys smashing on them guys. Them guys couldn't make a fucking shot to save their life. I'm like, dog, if you guys keep shooting bricks, these 3-pointers and these fucking bunny layups you're missing and shit, horrible. Jocko Jocko Mitinis said, "Will Andre Jackson be drafted this year or stay another year?" Hard to say, bro. That money, it depends on where he falls in the draft. What would fall in the draft? He's gonna have his coaches and advisors are gonna tell him if he's with people who really care about him. They're gonna tell him, look, dog, you are you're scheduled to be drafted at this number. I think you should declare. It's going to depend on where his draft number is. They'll let him know. If it's high enough, he'll be out. If it ain't, he'll stay. Okay, Easy G said UConn. Trevor Durant said Dodgers killing against the Rockies. Dodgers are balling right now, man. It's always good. Stephen Gomez says UConn took care of business. Their big men are great. Yeah, they took care of business, bro. They rim protector, man, the white cat. He was fucking packing them dudes shit. He was bah, dunking on them and shit, pinning their shit. Yeah, dog. That interior defense, they wasn't getting nothing done, man. And they're big men. The big men for SD, man, they didn't have no post moves, bro. They were looking like men's. They were looking like stone figures out there. Man, had no post moves, dog. I'm like, you didn't have no post moves, nothing, bro. You were just getting your shit fucking shellacked out there, dog. I'm like, man, them big men was getting beat. Trevor Durant, UConn did it. Raider Pod said, woodshop building CO2 dragster to smoke fools. Exactly, bro. Like, Raider Pod knows what it is, dog. Like, shit. I mean, I was trying to win, bro. I was trying to win. I on woodshop, man, I built, I told my dad, and back then, $20 was a lot of money. I said, Dad, I need $20. Like, what do you need $20 for? I said, I need $20 because I'm trying to win this woodshop competition. You know what my dad did? My dad took $20 out and gave it to me. He said, I give you $20. We better try to win. I said, Dad, I'm trying to win, dog. I didn't win. I came in second. I didn't come in second because you know a lot of them cats, them motherfuckers, they parents were wood shop, uncles and shit helping them and shit. I came in second. Okay. There was no money prize. It was just I wanted to win. And my dad said, what happened? I said, Dad, I didn't win, but I came in second. My dad was like, all right, cool. That was worth $20. Okay. Shit, 20 back in the 80s, in the early 80s is about what? That's about like equivalent of like $50 for a fucking school project. Shit, I told my dad I'm trying to win. That's one thing about my parents, man. Both of my parents were always down for me being competitive. Like they would help me if I was really trying to win some shit. They would give me what I needed to win. A lot of my friends didn't have it like that. Like they couldn't go get no money from their families. Their families wouldn't give them no money for no shit like that. You gonna ask your parent for something for you to go and be competitive. They wouldn't even give it to you. You know, they're like, hey, we ain't got it. Sorry, you better try to figure out how you gonna get it. You know. So I was doing anything that was competitive. I was trying to win, bro. If we was playing superheroes, I was trying to win, bro. I wasn't playing. Okay, I was not playing. Trust and believe. All right. Kylan, what's going on, dog? We just talking, dog. Raider Pod, ain't no participation awards when you're adult. You have to teach your kids to handle disappointment. It builds character. Like I said, bro. One thing about me, man, my son right now, he's almost 3, bro, and he'll be on here playing. He has his grandfather got him an iPad. Like, how the fuck does a 2-year-old have an iPad and I don't even have an iPad? Shit, that him and his mom got iPads. I don't got no fucking iPads. Fucked up, man. They won't share their. Neither one of them share their iPad with me. But my son plays these games on the iPad. Okay. He fucking cries and throws his iPad. Now he got he got the plastic, the rubber, like the phony shit on his iPad, so he can. This motherfucker gets so mad when he doesn't win on the iPad. He throws the shit. He gets pissed off, has a tantrum. That cat wants to win already. He don't even know that he just knows he didn't win. So I'll be like, what's going on? He'll bring it to me. And, the simple games like you have to match up. Like there's games that you have to match up the the shapes, and then you take the shape and you slide it and it goes in the proper shape. It's kind of like those little boxes that we used to have that had the shapes. Then you take the shapes and drop them in the holes, but they got them on a computer where you slide it and it does that. So I would do a couple of them for him, and he would just grab it back. He wouldn't even say. He just grab it back and sit down and start fucking doing it and win. And then when he won, I'd make a big deal out of it. Yay! And he's jumping up and down. My son wants to fucking win, and he's 2. He wants to win, bro. It's in him already. Told my wife, I said, hey man, this dude is a competitor, bro. Look how mad he gets when he fucking loses. When the shit doesn't do what he wants it to do, he's chucking it. Like he's pissed. Gotta learn. I tell him, hey son, you gotta do better, bro. Hey, you can't get mad at the game because you can't beat the game, bro. Look at the sizes. Look at the colors. Like, help them. Hey, look, see this color goes here with this color because the color goes with the size. I show, and next thing you know, that cat going through the levels of shit. Ding, ding, ding. So you're right, dog. But when you got your mama patting you on the head, telling you you could be whatever you want, princess, you could be the queen of the world. You can, no matter what you do, you don't have to worry about it. Winning isn't anything. You don't need to worry about winning, and you're still special and all of that. Then when they get wrong, they act like it. That's why you have Karens. That's why you have Darrens. That's why you have motherfuckers who are disrespectful. That's why you have people who don't have common courtesy and shit. That's why you hold the door for a motherfucker and they'll just fucking not say thank you and whatever the fuck. Okay? Because they've been taught that they're special. And you're not. You're here to serve me. Your job is to like there's a lot of shit that I could fucking say, Raider Pod. But one thing that I've always noticed, and this is something that's a pet peeve of mine. I always pay attention to how people treat folks that don't matter. Let me say that shit again. I always pay attention to people who treat folks that don't matter a certain way. For instance, waiters, waitresses, people that are waiting on you, people at the fast food spot, people that are doing services. I always pay attention to how motherfuckers treat those people. If your motherfucking ass is with me, now if you're not with me, sometimes I'll say something. It all depends on how rude you were. But if you're with me and you're treating the person, the server, like shit because you're just being an asshole or being a bitch, I remember that shit. I remember that shit, dog. Because you're treating that person that way because you think you're better than that person. If that person is making a mistake, that's one thing. But if the person, you're just talking down to them because they're the fucking whatever, they're the barista and shit, there's something wrong with you. You be in Starbucks, I see it all the time. You're in fucking Starbucks, everybody's waiting for their shit, bro. It's a rush. I'm waiting for my caramel macchiato with extra caramel. The lady next to me is waiting for her vanilla latte. The motherfucker over here is waiting for his fucking spice pineapple, whatever the fuck he's got. And your ass, you're fucking yelling because you're late. And you're behind all of us and we're waiting. And you're acting like a fucking jerk in there. What's taking so long? It's just a cup of coffee. Why do I have to wait? See, I hate you motherfuckers, bro. I hate you guys. Because not only are you disrespecting them, you can see they're working as fast as they can. You're disrespecting me, the vanilla latte lady, the pumpkin spice cat, and the old lady back here who just wanted a fucking scone. You're fucking talking shit like you're better than all of us. Guess what? I'm going to be the guy to say some shit. I'm be like, man, you need to shut the fuck up and wait your fucking turn because we're here waiting. You're behind us. Well, who are you to tell me? I'm telling you, motherfucker, you ain't ahead of me. And I say, you know what, young lady, don't even worry about him. I'll make sure that if he says something, I'll talk to your manager. Do what you do, your job, take care of us. Don't worry about you. You could just wait like the rest of us. Sit your ass down somewhere. I've done that countless. My wife will tell you, I'll fucking say something quick. And then as soon as he gets his coffee, they'll say, you know what, sir, don't worry about it. We'll just go ahead and give him his coffee. And he'll grab his coffee and leave. And guess what? Everybody be like, I'm glad you said something. I'm glad you said something. I'm glad somebody said something. I'm glad you did that. And that was very nice. And how come you didn't say nothing? How come I gotta be the nigga to say some shit? Cause that's me, bro. Okay? So that's what it is, dog. You're right. These motherfuckers don't got no manners, but they want to make you think that you're less than them. And you're not. That's what it is. Okay. College said first place potato sack champion. So that's right. I ain't playing. Ain't playing. Okay. I got a whole bunch of stories, man. As you can see, I got stories on top of stories, bro. Okay. Ain't nothing worse than somebody telling you that there's not a competition and there's a fucking competition going on, dog. And they fucking tell you it's not a competition and then they fucking act like it's a competition. Like I can't stand that shit. Like okay, I'm gonna remember that shit. Remember that shit next time. God. Robbie Rango said, bring DC back. Oh, he'll be back in about 3 or 4 years, bro. He'll be back. He already said he's coming back. Chrissy said, go around the back. Definitely open. Okay, I'm going to do that. William Booth said, Bird was no joke. No, he wasn't. Chrissy says, you could never in lead through the back way. Ah, that's why. Chrissy said, check it out. Yeah, that's right. Fuck. Okay, Chrissy. Because every time I go by there, man, I can't get in that motherfucker. Because, I'm on the street side. Okay? Larry Gomez, Magic Larry was the best robber I ever seen. They brought out the Bosa and everything. It's competing since their college days. Man, let me tell you something, man. When I was let me tell you how much a competitor I was. When I was 7 or 8 years old, bro, in the 70s, I had a subscription to Sports Illustrated. I had my own subscription to Sports Illustrated where they'd mail me Sports Illustrated, bro. That was expensive. My dad got me that. Because I was fucking a sports nut, bro. I was playing sports and I was getting Sports Illustrated, and I had my own subscription, bro, for years. Okay, when it wasn't cheap, but my dad was like, "Hey," my mom's like, "Why you don't need to pay for that money?" Like, "Oh, fuck all of that." So the first time I never really paid it. I was college basketball didn't interest me at all. Okay, I was NBA. I was Dr. J. I was Muhammad Ali. I was Pele. I was, Reggie Jackson. Those are my dudes. Them four dudes. Okay. You come up in the time that I'm coming up in, those are your guys. Okay. And even OJ. Okay. Not the OJ, not the slasher, but the slasher on the field. Okay. And then my Raiders, my Yankees, my Sixers, my Lakers. Like, so um back during that time, bro, I didn't care about college basketball until I got a Sports Illustrated that had a guy. He had a top hat. He had a top hat on. He had a tuxedo. He had an all white tuxedo. He had a top hat. He had on the dress shoes. He was in all white and had a basketball. And he had a big ass fucking grin, big ass fucking smile on his face. And he was dunking the basketball with a fro and a fucking thing on, and he was dunking the basketball, and it said Irvin Johnson, the Magic Man. And he had a cane in his one hand, and he had the basketball in the other hand, and he jumped, and he was dunking the ball, but he was smiling and grinning and shit. I'm like, the Magic Man, who the hell is that? I didn't even know who Magic Johnson was. That was the first time I ever seen Magic Johnson in my life. Was on my Sports Illustrated that came. And I went and asked my dad. I said, Dad, who's this guy right here? This dude got on a damn tuxedo, white cap, motherfucker dunking the basketball, grinning and shit. I'm like, who's this guy, Magic Man? My dad said, hey, that's the guy. That's Irvin Johnson. That's from Michigan State. I'm like, I need to see this guy play. Because the look, man. That was the year they won the championship. So the first game I saw was the Magic Man versus the Birdman. So who's the Birdman? So the next issue had the Birdman on it. floppy fucking blonde hair, blonde mustache, pimply face and shit. It said Larry Bird, the Birdman. I said, "Who's this?" Dad said, "That's Larry Bird. I don't know I don't know if Magic's gonna be able to deal with him." I was like, "Nah," cause I ain't never seen no white dude handle no black dude on no court. I'm like, "Nah." Dad said he's gonna be coming on a little bit. You want to watch an NBC Sports? I said, "Cool, man." Man, Larry Bird. I saw Larry Bird play before Magic Johnson play because a game was coming on. Man, Larry Bird was fucking them dudes up. There wasn't even no 3-point line. He was fucking them dudes up, dog. And when he was hitting shots, it was all net everywhere, bro. It was clean. It didn't even hit iron at all. I'm like, fuck, this guy's good. Then they had like a doubleheader, and then Magic came on after. Magic was going around. He was doing all. I'm like, I never seen nobody play like Magic Johnson ever, dog. And I'm like, I'm gonna watch these guys. So every time we could, because we're in California, so we didn't get every game, but the regional games would come on. And then it was the Birdman versus the Magic Man. They were on NBC Sports. They were fucking Birdman versus Magic Man next Saturday. Blah blah blah. Birdman versus Magic Man next Saturday. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna watch that shit. Man, them motherfuckers was going at it. Bird fucking shoot, pow, and Magic come down, pow. Man, I was like, wow. And they got to the Final Four. I watched as much as I could. I was a kid. I couldn't watch all that shit. 'Cause a lot of it was late. Those games were back then. They were delayed games where you would have to wait till after 11 o'clock to watch the games and shit. They weren't prime time. Basketball wasn't prime time back then. Okay, you'd have to wait till late to watch it. Beg my dad, beg my mom, can I stay up and watch the basketball games after 11? My dad's like, you can stay up as long as you want to, but you're getting up in the morning. Okay, so got to the finals. Michigan State versus Indiana State. 1978. I'm trying to tell you motherfuckers, man. I go back. Birdman versus Magic Man. That was the first time I ever watched NCAA championship game, and Magic won at the end, bro. The motherfucker was grinning. Motherfucker was on the shoulders, cutting the shit down and shit. And then the next year, both of them went to Bird went first, and then and got drafted, and then Magic, and then they played that in the NBA, and Magic won the title in the NBA his next year as a rookie against my Sixers. That's what it was, bro. That and ever since them dudes was going at it, bro. Okay, so that's what it was. Will Booth says I would love to see what Len Bias would have done with Bird. Hey man, let me tell you something, Booze, about Len Bias. I just recently watched last month. Well, it's already April, but in March, in February, it was Jordan month. Okay, Jordan turned 60 in February. His birthday is February 17th. So the 2/3/23. Okay, numbers. Okay, so on ESPN Classic, they were playing all these classic games. They were playing all these games that I used to watch when he was in college, because I've been following Jordan since the shot. So they were playing all these games, full games. Carolina versus Duke, Carolina versus Wake Forest, Carolina versus Maryland, man. Let me tell you something, man. Len Bias and I remember Len Bias from watching those games, but Len Bias was more athletic than Jordan. Len Bias can jump higher than Jordan. Len Bias was more muscular. He had a better outside shot, and he was cooking. Jordan was not as good as Len Bias was when they were playing against each other, man. They didn't guard each other a lot, but Len Bias was cooking, bro. He was cooking everybody. He was just flying around, dunking on everybody. Len Bias was the truth, bro. He was fucking motherfuckers up, man. But at the end of that Maryland game, this just shows you about competition and being competitive, dog. Okay? Len Bias was definitely fucking clowning in that game. Jordan was doing his thing. Jordan was getting put backs. He wasn't getting no dunks or nothing, but he's getting put back layups. He was getting turnaround jumpers on the inside. Jordan had post moves and shit. But at the end of the Maryland game, dog, UNC won the game, and it was a steal at coming down the court, and the dude, Jordan stole the ball, and it was about maybe 7 to 8 seconds, man. Jordan went down, and the dude fell down, and Jordan did that damn North Carolina. When he's on North Carolina, he did that fucking cup dunk. The first time we ever seen that damn rock fucking deck shit, man. Man, I remember when I was watching it in real time, I never seen nothing like nobody dunk like that before. Jordan took off outside of the key. He stole the ball, ran down the court, and fucking took off and dunked the fuck out of that ball right at the buzzer and just ran off the court and shit. Because Michael Jordan was competitive. He's like, yeah, we won the game, but I'm going to show these motherfuckers who I am, bro. And I seen it in real time because I just remembered from a long time ago, but I just saw it because I got it on record right here. I might watch it tonight since I'm talking about it. Michael Jordan's like, hey dog, fuck all of that. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. And North Carolina and Dean Smith weren't about hot dogging it. Dean Smith didn't like that kind of stuff. He was okay. The game's over. Dribble it out. That's what it is. Jordan's like, I'm not dribbling shit out. Okay. It was on the road. It was in Maryland, and Jordan went down the court. You can go. That's one of his greatest. That's his greatest dunking he ever did in college. You've seen it before. Go look at it. He fucking took off. He said, "Hey dog, I took off too far out." He said, when I took off, I was trying to look at the clock, and I took off from too far. He goes, I almost didn't make it, but he made it. He dunked the fuck out of it and ran off the court. So back to Len Bias. Len Bias would not have died, and he would have went to the Celtics, and it would have been the big three. It would have been Larry Bird, McHale, Parrish. They had Bill Walton, who was the comeback player of the year when they won the championship. They had Jerry Seasting. They had Danny Ainge. They had Cornbread Maxwell. And they would have had Len Bias. I don't know if the Lakers would have been able to beat. I don't think the Lakers would have been able to beat them, dog. Len Bias died on a draft night, cocaine overdose. So yeah, Len Bias was the truth, bro. But Michael Jordan and Len Bias, and then I did some more research and found out that Len Bias and Michael Jordan has always been competitive against each other since the 5-star basketball camp, and also with McDonald's All-Americans and all of that, dog. They had been competitive. They were friends. They actually were roommates in high school at the 5-star camp. The 5-star camp used to be the big camp on the East Coast for all the great recruits. So they were friends. They've known each other since high school. They were the same age, but Len Bias was way more athletic. He was bigger. He was stronger, could jump higher, had a better outside shot. Jordan didn't really even have an outside shot, really. He didn't have a mid-range and all of that. But after Len Bias was dunking all over their team and they had it in the bag, Jordan was like, hey, man, I know I'm going to get in trouble by coach, but I got to let motherfuckers know. It's like, hey, Len, shit. I'm about to go down here. I'm about to show these motherfuckers in the whole world some shit that they've never seen. And he did that shit, which is why he's the GOAT, which is why you have a Kobe, which is why you have a motherfucking Jordan, which is why you have a LeBron, which is why you have a motherfucking Steph Curry, which is why you have the people who are on the top of the mountaintop, because they're competitive, bro. And if you're not competitive, you ain't shit. You need to be at your job trying to smash on everybody, bro. You want to raise? Get your ass out there and fucking beat everybody. Take that test. Do what you got to do. Come in early. Stay a little bit later and shit. Don't be fucking running out the door. Let them see that they need to raise your ass. No, let them see they need to make you the supervisor. Let them see they need to give you that office and shit. Fuck these motherfuckers. Okay? Don't let them get comfortable. Let them fucking sweat when you show up. Hey, I'm here to win. I don't know what you guys are here to do. There's money in this company and shit. Okay? Fuck all of that. Okay? That's what it is. Christy Hurd says Bird was all that. He got on my damn nerves. Had to respect his game though. Bird used to fucking cripple us, bro. Bird was fucking no joke. Okay, off the chain, bro. Christy said, "Yeah, now I'm gonna have to drag you. You already know, Christy." Okay. Rick Lavelle, congratulations to UConn 5-0 in title games. Damn, my Tar Heels still have 6. UCLA with 11. Yeah, we all Tar Heels, man. Shit, man, but shit, the way that motherfucking Heels are playing right now, they were number one, bro. They didn't even make it to the Sweet 16. Shit, them motherfuckers was out at the beginning of the tournament. Shit, them and Duke. Now that you got Hubert Davis as the coach, I don't know, man. Hubert Davis is a North Carolina guy, but he ain't Roy Williams, bro. It is what it is, dog. It ain't the same. Even Duke don't have Mike Krzyzewski no more. Trevor Durant, Lisa Blackman, what's going on? Pinky, what's up, Pink? Hey, Pink, where you been? Pink, we've been talking some football and shit. And I don't know where Dr. Van is, dog. I know you're gonna look for him, but shit. Okay. Pinky. Man, Chris said, man, every time we had to play Boston, I'd be like, Boston was. You hated them motherfuckers, dog. Like you talk about a team. Them and Duke. You remember Christy back Duke used to had Bobby Hurley, who was the brother of the coach that won tonight. Christian Leitner, Grant Hill. Grant Hill's the only motherfucker I like because Grant Hill's a nigga, dog. Grant Hill's dad's at Calvin Hill, who played for the Dallas Cowboys and shit. And his mother was college roommates with Hillary Clinton in college. And Grant Hill dunk on your motherfucking ass. So I liked him, but I hated Duke, bro. I hated Duke. Duke was just they were like the Boston Celtics, bro. Just boring team, no excitement, just fuck you up, bro. Fuck you up. Okay. BDQ75 says rockabye, baby. That's what it is, that rockabye dunk, bro. It's the first time I ever seen that shit in my life. I've never seen nobody do that. Like I said, man, when you're a competitor, you're there to compete. Yeah, we got the game. Yeah, we beat them. Okay? Yeah, coach is going to be mad. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to be in trouble. Jordan had to deal with all. They didn't come. Jordan knew not to do that shit. But Jordan's like, it's worth it, bro. Okay? It's like getting an ass whooping because it's worth it, bro. I done got plenty of the worth it ass whoopings. Okay? I was told to be home at a certain time. It was too much going on, Christy. It was cracking. I was like, man, I'm gonna get fucked up when I get home and shit. We didn't have cell phones, had no way to do all of that. Okay. Hey, I got home. I knew I was in trouble. I was hours late. Hours, man. It was the next morning when I came in, damn near. Came in, both of my parents sitting on the fucking couch and shit. Like, they're like, my mom didn't even want to talk to me, bro. You know, Chris, when your mother don't even want to talk, when she don't even have no words for you, you fucked up. My dad's like, what happened? Like, I know you just didn't do that just to do that. I said, Dad, I couldn't come home because this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened. And I knew I was gonna get in trouble, but I had to. Hey, what it is, what it is. My dad was like, all right, go in there and get you some cereal and shit. Don't do it again. I was like, I thought I was dead. And my mom was like, what? You're not gonna. My dad was like, hey, shit, makes sense. Sometimes you gotta risk an ass whooping. And that's what it was. I was like, Dad, it was too much going on. I knew if I missed it, and plus everybody was telling me I was gonna get in trouble. And I was like, I ain't gonna go home. I was like, but my dad told me later. He's like, yeah, I called my mom. Your mother called over there, and their mother said you was cool, but don't do that again. Call when you're somewhere, but sometimes you got to risk an ass whooping, Christy. It is what it is. Okay, so Jordan risked all of that and got that rockabye dunk, man. That was it, bro. Like, I'm telling you, man. We said, oh, Jordan, look at that. When that guy was never seen nothing like it, bro. He took it to the next level. That dunk right there had never been done in competitive play ever in basketball. He separated himself from Len Bias by doing that. That's competition, bro. That's how you compete. That's like, okay, you can do good, I can do better, bro. And that's what it is. Uh, BDU Superior Keith Smith was pissed off. He was pissed off because Coach Smith was a coach who never cussed at his players. You had a coach like Bobby Knight who cussed at everybody. Coach Smith never used profanity ever. He never used profanity. He'd yell, but it wouldn't, you yell at somebody and you're not even cussing at him. He never cursed. He expected them to play Carolina basketball, which was respectful, kind of like golf. Like you have a pedigree, and this is what we're known for, and we don't show up our opponent, and we shake hands, and we don't fight, and we don't do all of that kind of stuff. But Michael Jordan was like, "Hey, coach, hey, I had to do it. I had to do it." Coach Smith was like, "Michael, what was that?" He's like, "Hey, coach, I know, but hey, Lynn was doing too much. Lynn was Lynn was dunking on us. Lynn was alley ooping on us. Lynn was a. I've known Lynn a long time. I couldn't let that go, coach. Coach was just like, all right, Michael. Okay, dog. Just don't do it no more. But guess what? Michael did more because he's just letting the coach know, like, coach, like, I got more abilities than these other motherfuckers, man. Like, you got to open this shit up. Coach Smith would open it up. He started running alley oops for Mike. They would run alley oops or pick and roll alley oops to Jordan and shit. They started running. You start seeing more in his because that what year was that? He was in his sophomore year. When they went into his junior year, he won Player of the Year. They started running plays for Mike. They're like, man, shit, why can we not use his athleticism? Okay, Len Bias was already in the league. He already had gotten drafted. So, so they started running, pick and roll alley oops, roll off, throw it up, lobs. They started doing all that shit with Mike. Mike opened it up. He opened up the offense. So when people like Vince Carter and Jerry Stackhouse and all these guys would start coming into Carolina, Dean Smith would let them guys dunk and have a more of a flashy game because it's like shit. If I have athletes, I shouldn't be holding them back. Jordan opened that door with that damn rock to buy baby dunk. He opened that whole offense by doing that. BDQ said, Coach K said the two greatest players ever coached at the AAC was Michael Jordan and Len Bias. Yeah, without question, bro. I seen both of them. Christy's rolling. Christy said, waiting with belt in hand. Come on, Christy. Man. Come on, dog. Sometimes you have to take the ass whooping, dog. It is what it is. Okay. And that's what it is, man. Shit. I got a whole bunch of them kind of stories. I'm just glad that the way I was raised, my father, I grew up in a two-parent home, which was rare. Both of my parents, I grew up with both of my parents, my real parents. And my father would save me from a lot of shit from my mom. Because my mom was like, nah, my mom was disciplinarian, like, hell nah, you getting fucked up. My dad be like, nah, he's got to learn. You got to let him, if he's competitive and he wants to do this, we got to see what he could do. And that's why I'm competitive now. There's nothing wrong with being competitive. Okay. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win if you're willing to put in the work. Okay. But some people, they'll cheat and they'll fucking lie and steal and motherfucking try to shame you with a win. Ain't gonna work with me, bro. Okay. I'm going hard. Okay. Chrissy said, I came in late and I had a neighbor stand in front of me. So when my mom swung that door, she was open when she was standing there. Yeah, your neighbor knew you was about to get lit. I'm telling you, man. So Christy, they don't know about be home when the street lights come on. They don't know about no motherfucking street lights, Christy. These kids don't know about no fucking street lights. They don't understand the street light shit. Okay? That was one thing in my neighborhood. The only people who could be out past the street lights was the people's house you was at. If we was playing motherfucking football from light post to light post, because that's what we would do. We play Nerf football from light post to light post. That'd be a touchdown and shit. When them lights start fucking flickering, they start doing that shit. You scatter like roaches, bro. All right, we get along then. All right, that shit. All right. You better get home. Okay. By the time them lights, because it take 10 minutes. In my neighborhood, it took 10 minutes when the lights flickered, it took 10 minutes for them motherfuckers to be at full lit. You had 10 minutes from wherever you were. You better get on your bike. You better get on your skateboard. You better run and get to where you got to get to, at least to where you could be seen or heard on your street. They don't understand that, Chris. They don't get it no more. They don't get that. Okay. Petey Crew said Black America hated Duke. First they beat Georgetown in the Elite Eight, 89. Then they beat UNLV in the Final Four. Let's talk about that real quick, dog. I was in college, bro. UNLV, that team was in my conference. Okay. I was gonna play I was gonna play basketball for my school, bro. But UNLV was in my conference, bro. Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, Greg Anthony, all them motherfuckers was in my conference. We had to play them. How many times did we play them in a year? We had to play them 4 times a year. Okay, man. I remember one game. UNLV, that same UNLV team, came to my school. I'm in college. They beat us. The score was like 168 to like 168 to like 97 or some shit. They beat the fuck out of us. And you couldn't even get in there, dog. Like, because we had a small facility. Them motherfuckers, man, we were looking through the window because we couldn't even get it. It was sold out. Everybody was in there, dog, because you had, like I said, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, Greg Anthony, Jerry Tarkanian, all them motherfuckers. They beat us by 70 something, bro. They was just out there like it was a layup line, man. Larry Johnson was just throwing stuff off the backboard, motherfucking dunking, and Plastic Man was motherfucking there. They was killing us, dog. I don't even know how we got to 90 something. I don't even know how the fuck, because they didn't play the whole game. I think the second half they didn't even play. That's how we got it. They were fucking us up, dog. I mean, it was like really playing varsity versus motherfucking AAU and shit. It was like a pro basketball team out there, bro. I'm like, fuck. So when they played Duke, I was rooting for them, even though they was a rival school, because I hated Duke that much. How do you root for the school that beat you by 70, but your motherfucking ass wants them team over Duke because you hated Duke more? I like, man, shit. So you're right about that. And then you said then they beat UNLV in the Final Four, and then they beat the Fab Five 92. That was another thing, dog. Chris Webber and them, the Fab Five, Jalen Rose, Jimmy Jackson, what was his name? Jackson, Weber, Jalen. What was the other guy's name, man? What was their five? It was Jackson. It was what's his name? He's a coach of he was a coach of Michigan. What's his name, dog? What's that boy's name, man? Chicago, out of Chicago, man. Played with Fab Five. He was coach of Michigan. Can't think of his name right now, dog. Jackson and the other dude, man, from Texas. James Walker said, Dr. J, ABA. I started hearing about Dr. J and the ABA, but they didn't play in ABA games a lot. But when he went to the Sixers, I was following him when he was with the Nets in the ABA, but they didn't play a lot of his games. But I got Sports Illustrated. That's how I knew about these guys. And then when he came to the Sixers in '76, that's when I saw him for real. Shit, yeah, Doc was my guy. Turbo Duran says, talking Turbo Duran, Dick Lavender. My nigga Dick Lavender in this motherfucker. Way to go, UConn. Danny Hurley, Jersey City, my hometown. Yeah, dog. Yeah, Danny Hurley, Bobby Hurley's older brother. Yeah, yeah. Christy Hurd. Dallas Cabot says Lynn Bias was the truth. Yeah, Jawan Howard. Thank you. I couldn't think of his motherfucking name. Yeah, Jawan Howard, man. And they had the black socks. Man, they had the black socks. They had the Nike Hirachis, black Hirachis. Shit. They had the black socks. And I just knew that they were going to win, bro. I love them dudes, man. But, hey, man, it is what it is. Yeah, what up, brother from Macomb, Mississippi? What's going on, man? You know what it is, Dick Lavender. Yeah, Jimmy King. Thank you, Dick Lavender. Fuck, I couldn't think of that motherfucker's name. I knew he was from because Jackson and King were both from Texas. Okay, they both were Texas, and it's cool that Jalen always gives props to those guys, man. Those guys are high school coaches down there in Texas now, man. But they didn't get no shot in the pros, bro. Jimmy King and I don't know what Jackson's first name was. It ain't Jimmy Jackson. It's something Jackson. Ray Jackson. Thank you. Ray Jackson, Jimmy King, Jawan Howard, Chris Webber, Jalen Rose. Man, they would have won that title. It would have been cool. But Jalen's the guy that keeps those guys' names alive, man. But I ran into Jalen Rose a couple of times, bro. When Jalen first when he was in his BMF days, I ran into him here in LA. I was in LA and I ran into him at a spot down there, and I'm like, wait a minute, Jalen, you ain't even 21 years old. How you get in here? And I was chopping it up with him, and then maybe about, and say about 8 or 9 years ago, I was in a liquor store at Beverly Hills, and he came in. And he just walked in, and I was like, what's up, Jalen?" He was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Man," and I reminded him. I said, "Man, I saw you back in the clubs back in the day." He started laughing. He's like, "Yeah," because I was doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing. Jalen Rose cool than a motherfucker, dog. Jalen Rose is a real one. Okay. Yeah, Jimmy King and shit. Yeah, Dick Lavender knows his basketball. Uh, BDQ, Ray Jackson, Jimmy King, Texas boys with Fab Five with C Webb. I told you, I knew they were from Texas. All right, man. I guess that's it, you guys. We had some good basketball talk, man. I'm trying, we got to diversify this shit, man. As you can see, not a lot of motherfuckers can talk with us on no hoop, man. Like, y'all better start getting y'all hoop together, dog. Y'all better start getting your baseball together. Y'all better start getting your boxing together. Shit, I was watching motherfucking Paris Saint Germain on the soccer, like we talking about some baby mama shit. We diversifying the content. A lot of y'all gonna get left in the dust because you guys can't fucking diversify. You only can talk about one thing, one trick pony and shit. You better motherfucking come in here and fucking start learning. All right, I love all y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these channels and see what's popping, and let's chop it up tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good night. Magic Shack on Filtered.